Spring is here on the farm and it is absolutely one of my favorite seasons. Everything is waking up, the birds are singing, the squirrels are running about, and the trees and flowers are all blooming, bringing with them a spark of joy and energy. Welcome to the Bluegrass family. We are so happy you're here. We are a family of 5 living in the heart of Kentucky, sharing our farming journey. I was able to get some seeds started several weeks back and they have grown leaps and bounds. The temperatures have started to warm up and I've been sitting them on the patio to harden them off. Dave, my husband, is a lineman and they work pretty rough hours, so his chores get done often in the late hours of the evening, and he spends most all weekends working on the farm. We were able to take advantage of a dry spell a few weeks ago and went ahead and plowed our garden spot. We have actually moved garden spots since last year because our chicken pen is now where our garden used to be. This year we chose to move our garden spot a little closer to the house because I wanted to be able to access it quicker and easier. One of my favorite things is to go pick some fresh tomatoes and cucumbers straight from the garden and mix them in with a little vinegar and sugar. Let them soak overnight and add them as a side to our meals. There is nothing more refreshing. So this past weekend, Dave got the garden tilled and we are just waiting a little bit longer to plant everything in the ground to make sure we don't get hit by any unexpected cold nights. Growing a garden is definitely a lot of work, but it is also such a rewarding activity. I love that we can enjoy it as a family, and nothing compares to the harvest of fresh vegetables you have grown with your own hands. We ordered some new blueberry and blackberry bushes to add in with our other fruit trees, and Dave got those planted up about a week ago. They really need to be planted quickly since their roots could dry out, so we spent one evening out there getting those in the ground. A few weeks ago, we added 2 pigs to our farm. It took them about a full week to settle in and to start to warm up to us, but they now seem to be much more settled and happy. They've been rooting around, getting excited for mealtime, and sunbathing quite often. Dave has been beekeeping for about a full year now. Last year he purchased a hive and then he caught a hive. We have a full video of his beekeeping journey here on YouTube, and he just recently set out a couple of new swarm traps, so we are hoping to have several beehives going this spring in a few weeks. We can't wait for some of that sweet honey. We currently have 40 laying hens and they have been hard at work for us. We are getting about 20 to 30 eggs a day. These girls have a large open area to roam and eat bugs, so they get a very well-rounded diet. There is nothing like cracking open a rich yellow egg for breakfast. The boys were able to get out in the garage and clean it up. This time of year, Dave really gets out there building and working, and he needs a nice and clean space to work in. The garage tends to get a little cluttered up pretty quickly, so they spent some time on that one day when the weather was a little bit cooler. We've also been out in the woods and trails on the property with the chainsaw, cutting and clearing so it doesn't get too overgrown on us. Dave had to do quite a bit of work on the area where we put the pigs in to be able to set up the electric netting fencing. So he did that one afternoon, and the pigs are now doing their job rooting up the ground, making it easier for us to be able to go in and sow some grass seed. I've been in the garden beds raking up pine needles and using them to deter some weeds. I've also moved some large rocks to make a border around my hydrangeas. I love getting out in the garden and working this time of year. It really makes me feel so much better and kind of eases the winter blues. Thank you all so much for following along on this journey with us. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel, like, and we will continue to post farming adventures here and recipe videos and everything that we're up to on the farm. So if you'd like to stay up to date with everything, make sure you subscribe. We hope you all have a wonderful day.